Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us this Thursday morning. We're watching India This Morning. I'm Vinay Farah.
Very good morning. I'm Afrida Rahman Ali, and we begin with a big story with regards to the promoters of the real estate group HDIL. Rakesh and Sarang Wadhawan were accused, as viewers would recall, on the PMC Bank scam. They have now written to the RBI, to the Finance Ministry and to investigating agencies, offering to sell off their assets.
Now, the assets include a yacht, an aircraft, a Rolls-Royce, among many other things. Remember, they have defaulted on loans worth about 4,000 crore rupees. In the letter, the Wadhawans have also denied allegations of money laundering that have been leveled against them. My colleague Santia Gora is tracking the developments on this story for us. Santia, good morning. Let's talk about what assets the HDIL promoters are actually suggesting should be auctioned off. Some of these assets, let's also point out for our viewers, have already been seized by various agencies. Tell us, what are the big items here that the Wadhawans hope to sell off to try and repay the loans?
Viren, in this letter written to RBI, first of all, this is the fourth letter written to RBI by Rakesh and Sarang Wadhawan, promoters of HDIL. This time they have also included EOW department in this letter. First letter was written on 30th September, then 1st of October, then 3rd of October, and now 16th of October. So in this letter, Wadhawans have given a list of 20 assets, which includes 12 luxury cars, 1 yacht, 1 speedboat, 3 quad bikes, 2 electric cars, and apart from that, 1 aircraft also. So what HDIL promoters, Wadhawans, are saying is that they are saying, of course, they are denying all the allegations against them of money laundering, but they're also saying that they request the agencies to sell all these assets at a fair market price and to adjust all the amount which is received from selling of those assets against the loan which is taken by them. They have also said that how they give their complete consent to this process, and they've also said that it's apart from that also, because in the earlier letters, wherein apart from these, this time they have made this list and given to the authorities, but before this also they have tried and informed the authorities that how they are not going to take any objection against the auctioning of any of the properties. Specifically, if we'll talk about one property, that is rupees 3,500 crore land parcels in Vasai, Nalasopara and Virar area, which is attached, provisionally attached by EOW. To that also they have given their consent that that can be auctioned by the bank and the amount can be settled against the loan amount. Viren.
Right, but one will really have to see whether the proceeds from those assets, Viren, will actually amount exactly to the defaulting loan amount, and how long this entire process will take. Is it really that simple to auction the assets, recover the money, get the liquidity in place in PMC and give access to the depositors? Because ultimately it has to work out to that.
Well, absolutely. And now the Economic Offences Wing, let's also point out that the Maharashtra Police has arrested one of the former directors of the Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank. That's a 65-year-old man who's also the owner of well-known Mumbai eatery Mini Punjab. He was on the board of PMC for over a decade. Sujit Singh was untraceable since the FIR was filed.
So meanwhile, suspended PMC Managing Director Joy Thomas's police custody ends today. Both the accused will be produced in court. Santia, coming to you on this point, of course, the custody of the other 3 accused have already been extended till 23rd of October. Joy Thomas's custody ends today, but this new arrest that has taken place, that has again, opened out a lot of questions. Who's SS Arora? What was the level and extent of his involvement? Because he seems to be there seems to be details that he has money transferred to his personal account from HDIL. So there was some sort of a quid pro quo there, it seems. Santia?
Yes, absolutely, Afrida. Sujit Singh Arora, arrested by EOW yesterday, he was on the board of directors of PMC Bank for last 10 to 15 years. He was also on the loan committee, which means that he cannot afford to be negligent or unaware of the fact that how loans were granted. Huge loans were not only granted to HDIL, but HDIL was also unable to pay that, and that was not mentioned as an NPA. Apart from that, not only that, apart from that, in the period of last last 3 to 4 years, there are several transactions which have taken place from the bank accounts of HDIL and Wadhawans to Surjit Singh Arora's bank account. So that's that one explanation he has to give, that first, how exactly, despite being on the loan committee of the bank, he had no idea about these irregularities which were happening. And second, on what, for what exactly that money he was receiving from HDIL and Wadhawans. He was arrested yesterday. In fact, since the day FIR was filed, Afrida, he was untraceable. Yesterday, economic offence wing arrested him, and today he will be produced in the court. Afrida.
Right. Thanks, Santia, for joining us with the latest information.